America Select Homes has come to today is, I feel like it's one of the highest qualities in the state of Illinois and maybe even further out. Especially here in central Illinois, we have a quality that is unsurpassable to some. We look into deferring maintenance out as far as we can. These are large investments for people, and when they're investing large amounts of money, we want it to last as long as possible. So we try to get our maintenance deferred out to 25 years if we can. And also we want to do the energy efficiency, which will help your energy bill stay low. And some of these energy saving techniques can be paid off as low or as quick as a year. Some of the things we use to build that thermal envelope to do energy efficiency, you really can't recognize after it's up. You see the siding on the outside, you see the paint on the inside. What's between those walls is very critical. We try to seal out every air penetration. Energy inside, the air that we've conditioned, we don't have to continually recondition that air. We accomplish that with some closed cell foam around the bottom, from the floor down to basically the footings. We use closed cell foam around staggered stud walls. That totally encompasses all the air infiltration that might come in that envelope. With that being said, we can close our air exchange rate down to about 1 air change per hour. We try to keep our houses tight. We want to keep it down to about 1 air change per hour, and that amounts to, at a 30-mile-an-hour sustained wind, the air inside, the cubic air inside, would exchange 1 time in 1 hour. Typical homes can go as high as maybe 20 to 30 air changes per hour, but we want to keep ours down. The code would say that it's 3 air changes per hour is code. We want to exceed that. Some of the key things that we use a lot of closed cell foam that stops air infiltration. Then we double that up with some cellulose insulation. I feel like that gets our best value as far as money being spent. We do plug every little hole everywhere there's a wire or an outlet box. Those are all foam with closed cell foam. We use a staggered stud wall, which helps us to break the complete thermal envelope. What it does, we've got wood on the outside, and if that's a solid piece of wood coming through that wall, we will transmit air or the environment through there. By breaking that and doing 2 studs, there's no way that the cold air can get across. It's got to jump through a thermal barrier. And we do that just for the fact that that helps tighten that box up, or the envelope up tremendously. The benefits of building with a tight thermal envelope extends for the life of the home. Some of these homes can be built and you'll be around here for maybe up to 100 years. Over the life of that home, the energy savings could be tremendous. One of the risks that we see as a young contractor in not building the energy efficient up to the Illinois state mandated codes is that someday somebody will be liable for that, and the home inspection industry is already heading this way. As you would go to sell your home, it will be inspected to see if it's up to the code that it was built to in that year. And if it's not built up to code, what will take place is that either the client or the seller or the contractor will have to bring it up to code, and that will cost you 4 times the price then as it will now. As a company, I'm looking at it as one of the largest investments as a person can afford, and why wouldn't you want it to be energy efficient? Something that's going to pay you back the rest of your life. It's going to continually pay after your mortgage is done. It's still paying. So if it's saving you hundreds of dollars a month, that's still paying 30 years from now. It's something that you can't go back and fix. It's something that you can't add on after you get your mortgage paid. Energy efficient, you do it right the first time or you don't do it.